everyone! In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to enhance your alcohol ink marker colouring with your pencil crayons. I'm going to be using Noir Illustrators and their ColourBlend pencils. So I've had a lot of fun playing with my pencils this week and have come up with this ColourBlend colour wheel. It's by no means finished, as I've only got half the set of tins with me at the moment. I will update as soon as possible, but you can get a copy of this so far at my website www.getsetcraft.com. Okay, so I've prepared my pictures already. I've done some colouring in this beautiful butterfly stamp that I've got, and on the left hand side I've added some pencil crayons already, and on the right hand side I haven't. So to start with, I'm going to show you a technique of using your pencil crayons on fully coloured images so far. So you've used your different colours to do your blending and you're just wanting to add that little bit more oomph to your pictures. So what I'm doing is I'm using colour matched pencils, so pencils that are colour matched to the inks that I've been using, and just going over the top of where I've done that blending. What this does is it helps correct any areas that may not have a total smooth blend, and also in the blended areas it helps smooth those areas out just a little bit more. You can see the way that I use the pencil. If you want a light touch, then hold the pencil halfway up, and then as you're wanting to add more pigment down, just take your fingers closer to the nib so that you're increasing the pressure. You can see how using those colours over the tops of the areas where I've done my alcohol blending, that it's smoothing those out just that little bit. The next method I'd like to show you is how you can introduce new colours to your colouring by using complementary colours with your pencil crayons and just going over the top of where you've put your base layers down. So here I'm adding a nice fuchsia colour onto my green. It works better when you're working on lighter shades, of course, but you can get some nice different details. Just have a play. So the next thing that you can do with your colour pencils is you can use your lighter hues, using white here, to add or enhance areas of highlight that you're wanting. So another way that you can use your pencil crayons is to actually use them in conjunction with your alcohol markers to create a more pencil crayon finish. So what you're doing is you're actually using your alcohol markers to just really give you that base layer, so you don't have to spend an extortionate amount of time putting down your base colours to get that. And then what you can do is use your colours to then bring in the shading and the highlight. So here I've only used BT3 and AG1 in my base colour, and I'm going to be using different pencil crayons and also different levels of pressure to get those shadows and highlights in. added enough pigment and you've got it almost where you're wanting, then what you can do is introduce some pencil blending solution, and using a paper stump, if you just dip that into the solution and then move that over the top of the pencil crayon, what this does is it dissolves the binder and allows the pigment to move around, so you can get a really lovely finish. And it's not so grainy, it's a nice smooth finish and waxy finish. Another good thing about using this blending solution is that once your paper is fully dried, you can then continue and go back over it with your pencil crayons to add more pigment where you're wanting. So it helps the process. When you're using pencil crayons, it's a bit of a labour of love. You've got to keep on building and building and building to get the distinct finish that you can possibly get. I'm just showing you here a comparison between when I first started and the finished. You know, I could go back in, keep on building up those layers if I'm wanting to, but I quite liked it where it was there. The last method I'd like to show you is how you can use your pencil crayons to get some nice black background. To be able to spread your background around nicely, you really need to build that pigment up. So I start off quite gradually, building the pigment, increasing the pressure each time. If I'm wanting it to get a bit darker towards where the edges are, I just increase the pressure as I'm moving closer to the image. So you could use different colours here. I've just chose to just show you with just the one colour, but obviously you could go in with a multitude of different colours depending on what your colour palette you've decided to use. If you like that grainy finish that pencil crayons can give you, you could just leave it at that. But if you're wanting to have a more smoother finish, you can just go back in again with the pencil blending solution and a larger pencil stub nib, break down that wax, move that pigment around, and you can get a lovely smooth finish, as I've done at the bottom half of this butterfly wing. You can see the difference between the top and the bottom, where I've used the solution and where I haven't. So I've been using the Spectrum Noir pencil blending solution, which you can get, and also their pencil paper stubs that they provide as well, but there's plenty on the market that you could use. Hope this has been helpful and you've enjoyed watching it. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Get Set to Craft, and also visit my website, getsetcraft.com. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye bye.